Okay, we're rolling.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yes, sir. We in the building. It is your guy that stays high, Randy McFly. And I'm in the building with somebody special. Somebody crazy, you know what I'm saying? Legendary. Maybe even a GOAT, you know what I'm saying? The one and only Paperboy.
I'm thinking about 30 keys.
Let's get this shit on the road. Cut it.
The whole concept is getting the bag and busting it wide open and doing it again. You understand me? I'm going Europe for the summer. Something with some BBS's.
Yes, I go by PAYPA_BOY. Do not forget the underscore. And shout out to Randy McFly. I appreciate you for having me, my G.
Yes, sir.
Hi, baby.
Hell yeah, man. So yeah, we in the building. Like, comment, subscribe. You already know this is another episode of Rolling Out the Pound. Yes. And yeah, if you know who Paperboy is, you probably know he don't smoke. But he about to be in the haze box. Feel me? Boxed out today because I'm smoking a blunt. I need a big blunt. And I'm smoking on this Sherbachio. Feel me? So we just gonna go get straight into it, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all that do know Paperboy, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know that he in Frisco with that DreamTeam brand going crazy, and now he got his own Paperboy brand. You see the cash money on his chest. I wanted to know, like, how did you make your way to California? What's the origin story? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about real early days. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I'm born and raised in San Francisco, California. And my family is tied to the Midwest, Columbus, Ohio. They came here into California on Easter. So Easter is a real big holiday for us because that's when they took a road trip from Columbus, Ohio, and drove across state to San Francisco, California. And the day that they landed was Easter, so that's really big. So that's where my roots originally come from. But I'm a Bay Area native all my life. And I just been rocking and rolling with the punches up in that motherfucker.
Okay. And so, tell me about your, like, early days, like, you know what I'm saying? What schools was you going to? What kind of kid was you in school? Like, was you the type to get in trouble? Was you, like, straight A student? Or, like, what was that about?
All right, now, elementary, I was a cool kid, but for some reason, the teachers, they had told my mom, like, I had too much energy. Like, I just couldn't sit down. But I'm like, I'm a kid, Mom. Because I had this conversation with her a couple of years ago, and they had put me on this shit called Ritalin. And that's supposed to be like a pill to calm you down. And I used to, like, I probably took like 10 of them my whole life throughout the whole, like, 2 years. Because I was never responsible of taking the pill, like, before lunch and, like, after lunch.
Right.
So after, I'm just like, fuck this shit, dude. I'm just like, Mom, I'm a kid. Like, can't nobody in class sit down. You know, turns out, you know, the moves that I made further down in life, you know, that nigga didn't have no effect on me. Like, that type of shit the teachers try to, you know, box you in with, like, oh, he has ADD. I'm just like, bruh, I don't understand how a kid would have ADD to grow up to be this semi-successful. I'm talking about, like, I got millionaire friends that a phone call away, like, you know, passports are stamped, you know, counted up half an M, like, multiple businesses, like the kid that y'all labeled ADD.
Right.
Like, it's just funny.
It's cold because that ADD label is really just a ploy for a drug salesman, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they selling drugs and they using the kids and the parents to sell it. Like, it ain't got nothing to really, is it Paperboy food?
I'm gonna help you break this down.
Oh, you go.
Look at money, delicious.
Oh boy, Paperboy, big. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I just said it. This dude came on my show and he been taking care of me since he got here. Yeah, man. Make sure you got some air, brother. You need a cold towel before
we gotta look out for each other, man. We gotta extinct as it is.
I appreciate that shit so much more than you understand. So since you talking about that, you started getting into that multiple business, millionaire friends, and all of that type of shit. When did you know that, you know what I'm saying, this fashion shit was a passion? When did you know that you wanted to pursue a career in being fly?
You ever heard of they forced my hand term, like I did it because they forced my hand, and it's usually a negative thing, right? Like I'm only an accountant because my mom and dad was accountants. They forced my hand to become an accountant, right? You had no choice, right? So when I decided to boss up with my life and take control of it, meaning if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna pursue something that I will love doing, and that's just music shit. So I cracked open a small pop-up shop, and that's when I just started to press these clothes out. We're gonna rewind to force my hand. So when the shop opened, I had no experience in this clothing shit. All I did was print a couple tees up, print a couple sweatpants up, and a couple sweaters. And after grand opening happened 10 years ago, we sold out of everything. And after we sold out of everything, it's like, well, what we gonna do now, bro? And that's when the term, they forced my hand to figure out this clothing shit. So now I enrolled myself into this clothing game, and now I gotta figure this shit out. Something that I didn't really want to do, but since it did so well, let me do it now. So that's when the music got put on ice, because I was building such of a
building a brand,
right, that I had no experience with. Like I didn't want to do it, but it was so lucrative. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about if you can get 100 birds across the border, you know, by just turning your cheek and getting paid $3 million every month for doing it. Why not?
Just return to your cheek.
That's it. It's that easy.
It's that easy.
The term I'm saying, it was that easy.
Yeah. No,
So and then as a youngin growing up, like in the 6th grade, I wasn't the kid that got all the latest sneakers. I was the kid that got like last year's sneakers next year, and I was fine with that because it was on sale. I come from a single parent household, right? You know, the daddy getting out of prison, so I don't blame nothing for that happening. It's a typical, you know, storyline of young black male in the inner city, which is fine. I ain't using none of that to make me angry or do stupid shit.
Right.
I just used it as good fuel, good clean fuel to power me up and become better.
Right.
In life. Not saying he was a bad man, but to become a better person and just get shit that I ain't never had. So now I gotta grind and hustle hard. So I used to borrow, my friend used to rotate clothes and shoes. I had 2 uncles that actually sold clothes downtown Market Street, City Limits, Midtown Rags. So they would toss me shit every now and then. But my greatest thing is my uncle used to give me bags of his clothes, hand-me-down clothes. It was good shit like Blvck jackets, Rockaware, good shit like that.
Level.
Yeah. Heavy
real level
shit. Yeah. So and I was such a good, nice friend. When them bags came, I would call my boys over like, bro, come and get your shit. So I never really had a chance to wear that clean ass Blvck. I gave it to my boy Devin. Wow. And he had an $800 Blvck jacket on his back because he was a smaller guy compared to me. That motherfucker was hard. And after them days, I just kind of like fell in love with the fashion shit. Like I started selling dope just to fund that type of shit. And in high school, around 10th grade, I had met a kid named Holly Washington in middle school. And fast forward from middle school, we had crossed paths again in 10th grade at McIntyre. But I remember he had made some clothes out of acrylic paint and just blank t-shirts. And I remember, so I graduated middle school in 2000, so we're in high school, 2001 and 2. BBC didn't arrive to the internet and to us until 2003 and 4. So I'm gonna give Holly this title. Way before Ice Cream and BBC dropped, my boy Holly Washington been on the ice cream wave. I just remember him making a black t-shirt with a giant popsicle right here, a sherbet popsicle with a bit like it was bit chunked out of it. You can see like the
inside the cream,
the vanilla cream, and on his neck tag, I believe it just said the Holly Washington collection. And so from that day on, I just got inspired by that. And I started to make shirts with acrylic Q-tips and shit to have a perfect dot, so you dip it in paint. I just do a bunch of random shit on a white t-shirt. But I did that to match all my Jordans and shit. And that's when I just fell in love like with the game of clothes and just started eyeing shit, checking shit out, and not knowing that this is gonna be like a real sufficient career, a milestone in my life.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, yeah, man, I think we all have been through moments where we like made a piece of clothing for ourselves or trying to like, you know what I'm saying, ooh, I want to stand out, you know what I'm saying, we all got the same shoes, but mine got the paint on the left side with the stripe on it, and
right.
you know what I'm saying, but to turn that kind of like intrinsic passion to stand out into something that now you make the spiritual armor for, you know what I'm saying, thousands of people that wear that shirt, and really it symbolizes to them the trek that they're on, the real like story that they're writing for themselves.
Right.
It's crazy like to just think that that's where that went from, something so natural that just came from, you know what I mean? I think, you know what I'm saying, now that we here, right, so you've been inspired, you grew up, you know what I'm saying, they tried to throw that ADD on you, you didn't take that, you know what I'm saying, and
I was a young nigga early on, and they try to pump this shit, like I'm like 9, 10 years old,
yeah,
I'm
that
like,
shit's sick.
like, now I'm good, mom's like, I'm good.
I figured this out, and then you figure all that shit, so then, now we in teens, moving into like adulthood, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, graduate high school 2000, so boom.
Boom.
This is the...
Matter of fact, what schools did you go to in Frisco?
Okay, Frisco, I went to Yaloa first. That was my kindergarten through 5th grade. I was, the reason why we went way to Yaloa, which is in the Sunset area, right there by the beach, by the zoo. And that's all Asian dominant. Like the whole Sunset is dominated by Asian, like 93% all Asians. Mm-hmm. And the only reason why I was there, because I had my cousin going there, and she like 3 years older than me. So they had got in trouble, the school district had got in trouble, and they said they need some more colored kids to be in this school. So what they started doing, they went to Hoods and the Point and all around, and nigga, now that I think about it, I wonder why I was hella black folks on the motherfucking school bus with me. But it was like fucking 20 to 1. Every 20 Asian was one black kid. So then, as I got older, it was just a good group of us, and we just all. I learned a lot from the Asian community. I met my Cambodian brother. I've been known since '93. I'm still dealing with friends from kindergarten to this day. From there, graduated '96 to 2000. I went to James Denman. From James Denman Middle School, I went to McAteer High. And from McAteer High, I closed down from 01 to 02. So 03 and 04, I spent my last 2 years in high school at Balboa High School.
Wow.
Then I fucked around and graduated Balboa High School. Went to college. I did some community college. And then to fast forward a couple more years, when my artist 2-4K Golden, before he got the deal, he had got a full ride scholarship to USC, and I just fucked around and went to USC college with him. So I was going to class with him. So I was in USC. Yeah.
That's so good.
And I had classes and they had projects for the students.
That's nuts, bro. That's nuts. Alright, I respect it.
He can tell you, big bro was going to school with me at USC. I was a Trojan. Trojan!
Right there.
Fight on!
We
Fight on!
We in South Central. He talking about right there. He was in school right there, across the street.
Your backyard, right there.
That's dope. Okay, that's where you are, all the schools. Okay, so now, you know what I'm saying? When is Dream Team, you know what I'm saying? And then like, how does that feel? When does that momentum hit? And when are you like, damn, this shit is going?
All right, so look, Dream Team was created on 3 platforms. I'm gonna tell you. It was built on disappointment and anger. It was built on a dream. And it was also built on my old rap group. My name Donald. I had a good friend of mine named Ronald. Together we joined forces and made a rap group called the Dream Team. Nothing to do with the basketball team, nothing. We just was young, 16, 17, rapping. We call ourselves the Dream Team. We split part. He started doing his own thing. I started doing my thing. I kept the name rocking. That's one piece of the foundation. My dream, become a successful music artist. That's the whole point of what this Dream Team really is. Everything. It's a team full of dreamers. See, coming up, we're being programmed and we're not even knowing that. Nobody, when I was young, ever asked me, Pape or Donald, Lil Donald, what are your dreams? They always came at me like, what you want to become when you grow up?
What you gonna do?
And you know, the program answer, doctor, lawyer, firefighter, all the bullshit that they instilled in us.
I want to play ball.
So I'm like this.
Nothing against ball play.
Right. I'm working 2 jobs, one for the city. I'm also a case manager for the at-risk kids. I'm putting in 12 hours a day combined with these jobs. So I'm getting home at like 2, 3 in the morning from all this work, trying to spend time on my music. And then come a day like, man, I ain't got enough time for this music. Fuck it. If I'm gonna die or if I'm gonna fail this game of life, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put all my money and all my heart and all my energy into this music shit. If it don't happen, fuck it. I could live with that. At least I get this bitch a try. So that's when it was the same block I used to hustle on. It was a small boutique shop right next door to my grandma beauty salon, and it was vacant. So I tell her to call the landlord. He called me back. I show him my whole game plan. He gave me the keys. I signed a lease for 6 months. It was supposed to be a pop-up shop. I just dropped my second mixtape, Stack for the Future. When the shit opened, boom, I made X amount of money, like almost $15,000 that first day. Sold out of pretty much everything. So I told my brother that I met in elementary social, what we gonna do now, bruh? So the game guys forced my hand to do all this clothing shit. I'm like, all right, bet. So that's the dream that's built on too, that foundation. The last part is, I used to fuck with this dude, his name, they call him Mega from Blvck Scvle. And
Blvck Scvle.
Yeah, he was running the game from like 2009, 10 to like 20, maybe 16 maybe.
I remember Blvck Scvle. Blvck Scvle was like street wear, high fashion. It was the first one that was like, I'm dropping jeans but pay $1,000 for them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It was like on that dark side too.
Yeah, and it was like, it had that little like demonic pain going on upside down. You know,
right.
Like
They claimed the fame and they had Jay-Z in a shirt.
uh-huh.
They also wrote out a collab with A$AP Rocky when he first dropped his record.
Remember that?
Pretty motherfucker.
We're gonna get that in a second.
So, he used to work out Huff, and I was a young nigga coming up there, spending my dope money on kicks and shit. So I'm thinking we had a cool relationship. So something happened. I pull up to the Blvck Scvle on 55 Grand Street, and I asked big bro like this, hey bro, I'm on this rap shit right now. Let me shoot a music video up in here. And we cool, been in bro house before. You know, I fuck with Brody heavy. And then he tell me, nah bro, that's not the direction we're going in right now. I said, all right, understood. And later on, a couple months later, I saw the video, a video being shot in that motherfucker by Droopy, which is E40's son. Then he want to kind of sponsor this rap mixtape, and like Blvck Scvle was hosting it. I'm just like,
what direction was you going?
I'm like,
yeah, that was the direction I was trying to take. Oh,
okay, that's all good. So that fueled a nigga.
Yeah.
So I'm just like this, bro. All right. So now I'm smashing on shit, bro. Whatever, everything and like I said, it's like that was big bro. He fucked with me like. I've been in for a crib before. Now I'm talking about like I bought kicks from him. I used to be at Huff every other week buying sneakers. I even when that motherfucker opened, I took all the young kids to Blvck Scvle and I just went crazy, spent like almost 4,000 there. Like I told the kids, like 10 kids, y'all go in there and grab anything y'all want, bro. No discount on nothing here, bro. But all y'all here, and I got photos and a video to prove that shit to this day. You know, I have love for that brand, but after that, I just felt some type of way.
You understood it, but it was, you know, that almost, it was like, it's on one hand, it was like, it could be taken as a slight to like, oh, he didn't believe in your vision as an artist and shit like that. But also it's like competition, because he see your brand going crazy. And you know what I'm saying, he don't necessarily wanna, you know what I'm saying, he don't want you, but that was a time when
there wasn't no brand yet.
Oh, well,
remember,
that just sucks.
DreamTeam was built on that disappointment.
That
was the last piece.
That was the last piece.
That was the last piece of my foundation.
Shit, man.
Rap, dream, and the disappointment. That was my foundation being built.
Also wanted to go back to that dream team, how you said it's a team full of dreamers.
For sure.
Whereas most people were saying, if you can dream of the best people on a team, then this is what we are. And it's like, nah, but we a team full of dreamers. Like, we all got dreams.
For sure.
We all try to get somewhere. That shit fire. So where did the reselling shit come from, man?
All right.
Was that natural? Because I want to prompt this question. First of all you young kids right now and never did research on a shoe and don't know why this shoe is hyper than that shoe and don't know why people want the UNC or want the this or that, and you just going like, I'm gonna buy my first Jordan to resell it, like punk ass motherfucker. Alright?
That's what ruined the game.
That shit sucks. Like, do your research, actually care about what you got getting into. So for you, like, was it a natural thing? Like, was it some shit like it was like, this dropping, my partners want some, so I'm gonna make sure I get 7? Or is it like, or was it like, you saw the value, so you was doing it on top of your love for art? I know your love for it is there.
When I came into the game, the word resale was not birthed yet. There was no such thing. That word did not exist.
Yes.
Resale did not exist. That word was not invented in Boston Internet Dictionary yet, period. We used to go to the stores, ask for our size, and if they didn't have it, if I wore a size 10, I was like, oh, you guys a 9.5 and a 10.5. Nigga, they don't got my 10? All right, bro, thank you. I'm gonna try somewhere else. Like, we're gonna be like, all right, give me a size 13 or a size 7. I'm gonna just trade it or resell it. We had respect for the game. We had respect enough for the next person coming behind us.
Wants a pair of shoes.
You know what I'm talking about? And I always had love for the game. Like I said, single parent household, I only started hustling and trapping hard to buy fresh shit and fresh sneakers, period. So now I got my own money now, and I got the internet. So I'm just tearing shit down, and see, I was ahead of the game from my friends, like my black hood friends, because I had the internet. So I knew release dates, I knew what was what, I knew what exclusive shit was. My partner had a credit card, so we used to always use his shit to buy shit off eBay and shit. And we were just so far ahead of the game.
Man, so I got 2 more questions. This question is for you, Bobo. I know you wanted to hear this shit. What the fuck made you,
Here we go.
pour cereal into a shoe?
All right.
You going? And motherfucking eat. I done had motherfucking rare ass tennis shoes, and everybody wanted. All right, go ahead.
So, I got love for the game. I'm a real genuine player of the sneaker shit for sure. Right? So, when the Yeezys first dropped, I seen an alternate change in the whole game play. I see friends defriending each other, niggas looking at niggas sideways, niggas becoming scumbags, niggas trying to up the price for money. I just seen pure evil in the game. No more love. The love has been hypnotized and now it's being controlled by a $sign. So I showed y'all this. All right. I copped the blessing from the guys above, the shoe guys, and they have blessed me with a real personal plug that said, look, bro, I'm gonna just have you sell all this shit, bro. Don't ever worry about wanting another sneaker again. I got you. Didn't even know the nigga name yet. So I'm like, all right. This is when the Yeezy wave first cracked open. The first Yeezys, the motherfucking turtle doves. I had about 50 pair of them, and I had the Shatter backboards 1.0s. I was selling the Yeezy doves for $400 and the backboards for $400, and everybody linked towards the Nike joints. So after Nike kind of like stepped down and Yeezy started to take over shit, you would see all these stampedes, all these non-real shoe players in the game coming. Niggas, grandmas outside standing for sneakers. Don't know shit about the game. Just taking sneakers off the next man's feet in such a physical way. You know what I'm talking about?
Literally.
Like, your grandma should be at the house watching your kids. You know what I'm talking about? So I got so frustrated and mad. I said, "Oh, okay." I got blessed with the plug that gave me the shoes that y'all want every other week. I'm gonna show how much I don't give a fuck about these, and I'm gonna make y'all mad. So I like cereal, breakfast. Every time they dropped the release was like at 8 in the morning. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tear their ass up. That's when I said, fuck it. Start putting cereal up in here. I just started making motherfuckers cringe on the internet.
Oh shit.
And what gave me my big break was the Cause 4s. I'm the only nigga that ever went viral without saying a word. Over 100 million views.
Mm-hmm.
Had everybody posting me. Complex, BT, Soul Collector, even Foot Locker said something. I'm talking about everybody and their auntie was hot at me. Hot at my belongings.
I bought this.
That's like me buying a Bentley and sideswiping shit or just racing my shit and crashing to the wall every week. Why y'all mad? I'm dogging my shit.
Yeah, they should be mad.
So that's the reason behind that shit. I was just making niggas mad because they was disrespecting the game. They didn't appreciate the game for what it really was. Y'all turned this into a money race.
Yeah.
And really now the game is who dick bigger. It's who can get the most shoes or who got the most shoes now. I just copped all these Union 2s, and you know what I'm talking about. It's just who got the strongest plug now. That's the whole history behind why I'm pouring cereal and shoes. But that shit made me over $100,000. That shit got me my first international deal. I had got my own shoe cleaner. That shit took me around the world.
That one post.
That one act of love.
Of love and defiance to this bullshit ass. Yeah.
Did all that. Made 100,000 plus. And I made great friends. Still ain't burnt the bridge. I don't give a fuck how niggas looked at me. I was crazy. I ain't never disrespected nobody throughout this shit. Let me show you something. Can you pass me my phone real quick? Because I'm gonna just let you read this.
Since you holding it up, can I look at it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
I'm still tapped in on sneakers just from that shit because I was just a funny nigga doing funny shit. And I never switched up on nobody. I come to LA and niggas be like, bro, I hear you're in LA, come on, and shit is getting gifted to me. From that act though, you see what I'm doing? I had to do that in order to tell this story and receive these. I'm looking for a text that I'm about to find right here. And the text is actually right here.
This is the first close-up this whole shit because I've been so thrown.
Whose name is that?
That say Benjamin Kicks with a blue check.
Okay. Now, he's supposed to be the biggest plug, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you texting me talking about I need 50 plus on the next release? What I'm showing you this is I was really jamming in this game, bro.
Jamming.
I'm your plug's plug is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You understand me?
Oh my. Hey, bro. This nigga is selling legal dope.
Mm-hmm. Clean dope money coming.
Clean dope money.
Mm.
All right.
Shout out to Benjamin Kicks, bro. That's a good friend of mine.
How much time is on there, nigga?
29.
29. We got a little time. Look. All right. So.
It's a lot, I know, bro.
Man, that was a lot. Yeah, you just took, bro. That was so like, that's so much value, bro. So much. Damn it. So look, bro. What was it like to do a Bape collab?
With that big collab, I just pump niggas for that. Like, give me that. If y'all give me a cease and desist, I ain't tripping. I must have made like 30,000 off that collab too. Shout out to Bape. I fuck with y'all, but y'all need to fuck with a nigga like me, no quick bullshitting. But the dude that's in front or in charge of that shit, he follow me and he be liking my posts and shit. So in due time, when I really reach that pinnacle of it's time for the world to know who I am.
So it wasn't all the way official. You just took it. That's crazy because it's so good. Like, you make such good products that I thought it was a real collab.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how it's gonna look anyway.
Yeah.
We just gave y'all an early preview.
Exactly.
That's a physical, in existence product. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. So, okay, so I got a little. So I like to do shit like Dream Champs and shit. I got a lot of inspiration from Dream Champs. Shout out Dory. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up?
I have a question.
Okay, so, all right, what's your question real quick? Because mine, I'm going to end it with mine.
What advice would you give like an 18-year-old coming of age right now, or like your younger self?
One more time, it's that loud pack is in my system right now.
Oh, my fault.
Go ahead. Okay, repeat that question.
What advice would you give your 18-year-old self, or like an 18-year-old today? Like, what's the number one piece of advice?
I'm gonna tell you right now. The biggest problem right now in today's youth rising to teens is having a lost identity. Know who you are and know who you want to become. Because most people are lost right now in society. That's why the masses is so big. It's everybody just doing the same exact thing. There's no more free spirit people no more. Once you find that out, then you can really start living and enjoying life. It's just like, to me, there's no such thing as perfect. Perfect only lies within the eye of the beholder. There's no such thing as perfect teeth, a perfect color. Perfect is, you define it. Right here, this might be the perfect smoothie I ever tasted. This might be the perfect piece of candy to me. But we already perfect, and it just seems like there's nobody really pushing that agenda on the kids. It's just like, they're looking for so much, the word I'm looking for, they're looking for so much acceptance to the world, especially on shit like these social media platforms. So just love yourself, and once you do that, you will blossom into something beautiful, and you can start really just understanding how great and powerful and important you are to this world.
He don't even know that our slogan is self-love is the real bag. That's what it says right here. Only in Japanese it says self-love.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato. Yeah. So it's crazy because just in case you did smoke, I just got this 10-pack of $100 bill roll-ups. You didn't even open it up, but I just wanted you to know.
Can I bust it open?
You can. Go ahead. I bought it for you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
My cousin Moan and my whole gang smoke, so this will be traveling back. And my mom smoked good dope too. This is raw. Blue bennies. Fire. Literally, they'll be on fire soon.
Yeah, bro. Alright, so this is my last one. It's like Dream Champs. It's like I forgot what the game is called, but it's like you name out two things and you just call one. You know what I'm saying? I would roll one and say you gotta hit it if you don't pick. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? That's the next time. Anyway, so you fuck with shoes. We didn't even get in the cars. Oh, wait a second. We didn't even get in the cars. We're talking about ending it. Okay.
We gotta extend this podcast. You gotta give me at least that gotta be a special edition.
Okay, it's special. It's special. We special. We didn't even get in the cars. You know what I'm saying? Bro, okay. So look, man. This man is he is a aficionado. He's a tastemaker in many different levels of life. You know what I'm saying? Fashion, shoes, and also, you know what I'm saying, these motherfucking whips. These cars, these D-boy, you know what I'm saying, sport vehicles.
I call them machines.
Machines.
Yeah.
Machina.
Machina.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, what got you into loving cars the way you do? And, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Okay, so look, it all started My daddy was a big, heavy-duty dope boy and did Hunters Point through double ride. I just remember as a young nigga, he had an 86 50th anniversary 300ZX turbo with a zap board and a Mac under my seat. That's when I fell in love with this car shit, because that motherfucker used to talk. He used to be like, door open, fuel low. And I'm like, damn, that shit hella clean pops. My daddy had 50s, Broncos, BMWs. And then what really trickled in my blood, I had an uncle that died, which was my daddy's little brother. They called him Kingfish. He was a real big dope boy too. Anybody from Frisco, from the era from 75 to like 96 is probably like the golden era of drug dealing. Anybody from Frisco know my uncle Shining King. He was building cars. At one point he had like 15, 20 cars all lined up on the same block. So much respect, he used to keep the keys in the visor. Nobody would touch his shit and everything ran. Buy 6-8 Maros, drop the motor, put new shit up in it, NOS up in it. He was building cars for Niner players, Raider players. And that's that shit in my DNA. So then, coming up as a young nigga, I'm seeing all the dope boys. Where I'm from, Stereons, RX-7s, Supras, 50s, 3000 GTs. You know what I'm talking about? 300 ZXs, 240s, 200s.
Everything.
All the Japanese shit. And I'm just like, damn, bro. I'm just like fascinated because it's like a movie I'm watching.
That's crazy because my pop's era was all about the Chevys and the, you feel me?
All the old
Mustangs
schools.
and all the old schools, the big, you know what I'm saying, behemoths.
Right.
Which is way too much horsepower for car, you know what I'm saying? That shit's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, me too, I fuck with the JD and shit too, and I think it's like, you know what I'm saying? Our fathers was all about muscle, and we was all about sport and clean and fly shit, you know what I'm saying? Something that can zoom.
My mama had an 86 Toretto GTS twin cam. No cap, 5-speed. Hatchback.
That's crazy. Yo, mama had that.
My mama had that white car right there, but a red and black one. Tap from Initial D.
86, nigga.
Yeah, boy.
Initial D.
Yeah, boy.
All right, so why, first of all, what made you fall in love with the BMW M3 Alpina? You feel me, thing? And how the did you find that motherfucker?
All right, so look, I first fell in love with the M3 about 10 years ago. At a car show, I was just like, damn, this bitch is hot. And it always been levels to the dope game I'm referring to, because that's the only time we got to see like real expensive shit on TV, commercials, and newspaper ads, magazines come to real life, because the dope boys was getting all the money. We ain't had no doctor neighbors, no fucking sports ballers in our family to be like, okay, you bought the new Porsche Cayenne, Carrera, Turbo S. We ain't had none of that. So the niggas was having everything. So the Japanese shit, American shit was cool. That was like base model, entry level dope boy shit. But when it came to Benzes, Beamers, and Porsches and all the Euro shit,
Yeah.
that was like level 10 dope boy shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's a whole different bracket.
Yeah.
So
Cause you gotta prove that you can buy this shit.
right, that was the epiphany of luxury.
Right.
So you just had running shit, then you had niggas that's just luxury, and BMW and Benz and Porsche just known as pure luxury sports. So after I had like the JDM phase run through me, I just want to jump on this Euro shit, because that's just like, I'm on my dope boy shit anyway.
Right.
Like, yeah, I got heavy hitting shit. I got Type Rs, I got GTRs. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I done had Turbo 2 RX-7s. I done had Supras. I done had
He said shit. Everything he said,
4-door
like
Type R, GSRs.
you paying $5,000 for just the body, bro.
I had some shit. I had seven RX-7s. I was running through shit though, but this new world I entered, this Euro shit, it's a whole different ball game. It's different.
So how did you find that car, bro?
So I'm posting this shit every day on Instagram. I want an M3. I want an M3. I want an M3. I need one. The price not even up there yet like it is now. The price is $150, 200, 250 for one of them now, right? So this dude must have saw me with the sneaker shit and it hit me. His name is John, aka Euro Corner. So Euro Corner seeing, okay, this nigga really about it. He not just one of these reselling niggas that's trying to resell his BMW. John is known for selling Frank Ocean his red BMW E30 M3. So John been in the game for many, many moons. So he had hit me off. I ain't never seen what John looked like, heard his voice, spoke to the man, just DMing. He hit me one day like, bro, how far are you from Bakersfield? I said, bro, I'm about an hour away. He said, it's a yellow M3, been sitting outside for 10 years. I said, give me the Addy, I'm there. Next day, me and my boy JSJ pull up to the door. Yo, anybody home? A chick come open the door. She like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, yo, check this out. I want to buy this car right here. She said, you're 10th in line. I said, God damn. Well, here go my number. Tell the owner to call me. The nigga must have called me back the next day. For some reason, he picked me out the whole 10. The very next day, I'm contemplating, we're going back and forth with Dylan. I ended up buying that car 2 years ago for $23,000 cash. 2 years ago. So what I just revealed to the world 2 weeks ago, I've been secretly working. Probably the most hardest secret that I had to stay keeping the shadows for 700 fucking days.
Oh shit, you didn't tell nobody you had it?
Mm-mm.
So you just been rebuilding it and bringing it back to life for 2 years.
It was super clean when I got it. It was just yellow, and yellow's not an OEM color, but I wanted a white M3. I got Coke White M3 with the S54 motor.
So you revealed it when the dream came true.
For sure, after all the pieces were done.
Period, nigga. Let's all clap it up for this nigga, man. A real dream team nigga, man. A team full of dreamers, bro.
So we got off course. He was supposed to ask me the questions I picked with the Nori shit.
Yep. That's what we about to do. We jumped into the car shit. Right. So, here we go. Dunks or J1s?
Jordan 1s.
Why?
That's really the grandfather of the game. Dunks is cool, but Jordans, they just hit different. Yeah, they look the same, but they're not the same. To me, I just like the colorways of the Jordan, what Jordan has symbolized for the game of shoes. Mm-hmm. Dunks ain't really a symbol of the game. It's a pioneer, but if you had to ask Dunk versus Air Force One, which is, you know, they brothers and sisters, I still rock with Air Force One, right, which is Nike's #1 selling shoe with 0 promo. That's a fun fact. Air Force One is Nike's biggest selling shoe with 0 promo.
Thank you, Nelly. You better thank Nelly for that shit. That's crazy. All right. So, Air Max or Foam Positives?
Foam Positives.
Ooh, why?
Air Max is legendary for that futuristic movie Back to the Future of Michael J. Fox. That shoe was iconic for what it done for them movie fans. But I'm really from the streets and the gang, bruh. That shoe gave us dope boys power. Like, that was the shoe. The first $200 sneaker. Nike actually paid $1 million just for the fucking mold. That was like one of Nike's biggest investments, was to make the mold of the shoe. So when they pour that liquid, new material, foam material inside there and break it away, that breaking away was the mold. They paid $1 million for that.
That's crazy.
The penny one foam. I never had a pair of Foam Positives until later on down the road when it first came out in 96, 97. Nah, them was on the real life wish list. Them was on a real life wish list. The niggas that had them, they was the boys, but them the real trophies right there.
Okay. AIs or what was it? It's a baseball player. What?
King Griffey?
Yeah.
I gotta go with Allen Iverson. Why? Because in the 5th grade when they came out, '96, that's when Iverson got drafted and crossed up Jordan at the top of the key. But he was wearing the cherry white 12s. And one of my greatest friends, Shane Scott. Now Shane Scott had everything coming up in elementary because he was being raised by his grandma, and his grandma was getting real money. And so when we get one pair of shoes, he was getting all 7 pair of shoes: Griffey, Chris Webbers, Jordans, Iversons, like Pippins. Like, damn, nigga, like he had a full week rotation. But that nigga knew his shit though, so he used to always put us on game like, oh, them the David Robertsons, them the motherfucking Shaqs, oh, them the Dennis Rodmans. So he came to school one day with the motherfucking Iversons on, the red and white ones. And them things was just caking to me. Had like the honeycomb air pockets right there in the back, and them just always stuck in my head.
Right.
As a cool shoe. Plus, I like hoops. I hate watching baseball, but I'll play the fuck out of it. Now, shout out to King Griffey. And check this out, Griffey. When NBA Jam came out in 1996, 93 to 96, they had made an arcade, a special edition for 5 people. And they got Michael Jordan up in it. They got the dude from Friends. They got King Griffey up in it. And they got some other secret player. But King Griffey is the only nigga with an arcade that got Jordan up in it. Gary Payton got 3 of those arcades, 2 more floating around. Griffey, if you hear this, hit me up. We buy the arcade. I'm trying to see what Jordan was balling like an NBA Jam.
That's dope as fuck, bro. I did not know that shit, bro.
Okay, it's 5 of them, bro.
Hey, King Griffey Jr., man.
Matter of fact, the nigga that the dude's dad, I'm friends with the dude's dad that made the arcade.
Wow. That's cool. You can't get the programming and just build one yourself? He said no. Shit. Alright, so if you had to, you go to an all-white party and you gotta pick some Coke White, but they can't be forces. They gotta be some white shoes, all white shoes. What tennis shoes are you buying?
I'm coming with the pure white money 3s.
Okay.
3s, why? Because that's one of my top 5 favorite shoes. Jordan 3s. There you go. Blending down. I see him. One.
Feel me? Alright, then there it is. That's what it is. I'm gonna end it right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Quick questions real quick. Dive deeper into Paperboy. I hope y'all like, comment, and subscribe by now. If y'all haven't, y'all fake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, please subscribe right here and press the like button right there.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the most wonderful guests, man. I'm so glad you pulled up. Hey, bro. For real, bro. Thank you, man.
Again, it's the kid Paperboy. That's PAYPA_BOY. You can just type that in on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. All other platforms. If you can't find it, just type me in Google. I'm definitely the first cat popping up. And make sure to follow my guy right here, Brandon McFly.
And yeah, man, this is another episode of Rolling Out the Pound. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.